Hello world. So, today we have episode 3 of Mega Mewtwo Musings. This is a match against Volcanion EX. We had the other side of this match back in the Volcanion series, so you can kind of get it from both sides. I do think our opponent here makes a couple of errors that help us out that hopefully we aren't making when we are on the Volcanion side. That said, let's dig in. As always, we start things off by trying to predict what we're against, and we see Water and Fire, which says Volcanion, Hoopa is Psychic, and Shaymin is Colorless. So we knew what we were facing. We don't get to go first this time. That's okay. We'll see what happens. Okay. And get another mulligan. Just the math on this, and I'll include a link in the description for where I'm getting this information. The math, we have 9 starters, so if randomness was accurate, we should only mulligan around 30% of the time. 70% of the time we should be getting a basic. So anyone who says that the odds on PTCGO are normal, here we got a mulligan, and yeah, 30%, that happens a lot, right? But I think it happens a bit more often than that. We got another one. Okay. So that's 2 mulligans and then a Shaymin start. Again, back-to-back Shaymin starts. We have 2 Shaymin in the deck out of 9 Pokemon. Yes, that's a fair amount, but that should mean that we get maybe 20% Shaymin starts, if that. No, anyway, so here, our opponent, wow, I don't know why it took so long for them to figure out what to start, because it did take them a fair amount of time, but um, this is sort of the classic start, so I don't know why it would have taken them any time. They got extra cards to boot. Anyway, okay. We see a Max Elixir, probably going to hit onto the EX. Another Max Elixir. Uh, could be a mistake for our opponent to play these first. You might, if they have anything else that they can play, like an Ultra Ball to get a Hoopa, and then Hoopa to get some other stuff out, that would be a better play. If they just have Hoopa in hand, that would be a better play first. Uh, well, okay, the Stadium you would want to play after, and Sycamore. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe they didn't have anything else they could play that would thin their deck. Basically, though, anything that you can play, Trainers Mails or Ultra Ball to get Pokemon out of the deck, anything that can remove non-energy cards from your deck, you want to play before you do the Max Elixirs, especially in a deck where getting energy out fast is of high importance to you. So, uh, our opponent didn't have that option, it looks like. They attached the Float Stone to the Baby Volcanion here. Uh, Depending on their deck, that can be correct or it can be wrong. It's probably fine. And then they're going to play another Max Elixir. It's going to hit as well. So 3 for 3 on Elixirs without even having to thin their deck. That's pretty nice. We're sitting over here with our Shaymin. And now they Ultra Ball. Okay, so again, play the Ultra Ball before you play the Elixir. Get the Pokemon out of they're getting a Hoopa. They're going to take multiple Pokemon out of the deck. Definitely want to do that before you play those Elixirs to make sure that they hit. It worked out for them in this case, but that, you know, people will complain. I've had people complain that I hit Elixirs way more than they do. And that's why, because I'll do everything I can to remove extra cards from the deck. And anyway, so she does get the right Pokemon from the Hoopa, so that's good on her. And we'll see a Shaymin to set up 4 more cards. Checking 2 energy in the discard so far. 2 Trainers Mails played so far. Just kind of looking at what their options are going to be later on down the road. Okay, so we're going to play our Trainers Mail, see what we get. We get a Float Stone or via Seeker. We'll probably take the Float Stone. So I'm debating here. Maybe I'm thinking we're just going to end. I'd kind of like to play the Ultra Ball though. I'm not sure. Right now, I feel like I would take the plus. Oh, okay. We get the via Seeker, so we can Ultra Ball for Hoopa and have fewer cards when we end up playing our Shaymin. Okay, that works. So discard those two. I still kind of like the Float Stone play though, because we would have been able to discard the Garbodor, and then we'll play the Spirit Link. We would have had only 1 card left instead of 2, because we were just kept in. Well, I guess this gives us the option though. We don't have to play in as our supporter. But that would have been true. Yeah, I prefer. I think we should have Ultra Balled away Garbodor and Lysandre, gotten the Float Stone. Unless I'm really just thinking we're going to somehow save the Float Stone for later. But I think that was a small mistake. Here we get another Garb and another Spirit Link, and the Float Stone comes out to play again. So here again, I probably go ahead in the light of the day now. I probably go ahead and attach the float to the Shaymin. I guess I'm thinking, well, energy acceleration, we can always manually retreat the Shaymin. We have a Wob now, and Wob can be good, except their Volcanion's fully powered up. We're going to go ahead. Really? I attached to the Mewtwo? Okay, no. Alright, so we will. I'm thinking we want to manually attach to the Shaymin and retreat into Wob. Okay. This makes them play a 7 prize game, and that's always good for us. So what do they do? Okay. They also can't steam up, so they're going to have to come out with their Volcanion EX. They'll knock out the Wob, and we'll be able to at least hit them pretty hard. I think at that point we have to go ahead and bring out Mega Mewtwo with just the double colorless energy, which is a little bit of a pain. Might even be better to just let them get a knockout on something else. Okay, so they play Lysandre. What's that? Wow, okay. I was about to say that's really bad for us, because they can just pick a Mewtwo to pick on. Maybe they didn't think about the fact that they're playing that Fighting Fury belt. So here, I'm going to go ahead. This is kind of good for us. Yeah, they're getting some energy attachment in, but I'm waiting to play the Ultra Ball, because if they make another Lysandre play and actually KO that Mewtwo, we want to be able to do a double colorless attachment to the other one and evolve it into our Mega. I really don't know why they did this. Why they played the Lysandre onto Hoopa. Unless for some reason they think that Wob is the same as Garbodor, so they think they still don't have abilities even with them on the bench, but I don't know. That was really strange. And good for us. So another power heater. And they didn't even get energy attachment this time. Wow. Okay, so I think we want to manually attach a Psychic Energy here. We, again, could Ultra Ball, but I think we're better off still waiting, biding our time, making it so that we have two viable attackers just in case they come to their senses, I guess. So with Fighting Fury Belt on, that adds 40 HP, which means we need one additional energy to get a KO. We need 4 on our side against their Volcanion EX that's powered up, uh, which we'll be able to get unless they play Lysandre here. Um, that would hurt us a lot. Let's see. What do they do? If they take the KO, we're really happy about that because, yeah, they get 2 prizes, but they're meaningless prizes, and that's what they're going to do. Okay, great. So we will be able to Ultra Ball for our Mega Mewtwo. Probably just discard the Trubbish and then whatever we get off of the draw here. Oh, well, we're not going to discard that. Okay, so we'll Mega Evolve. We can attach the Psychic Energy. You know, part of me wants to go ahead and Mega Evolve the other one, but we have to drop the Trubbish, who could come in useful, and we have to drop either the DCE or the Psychic Energy. Since having 4 energies is enough to one-hit KO even their biggest, I think we just want to do that, and we'll leave that Mega Mewtwo sitting there. I go ahead and bench the Trubbish so that perhaps next turn we can make this ability lock more permanent, and we take our KO on their big attacker. So that was definitely good for us. We get a Lysandre and a VS Seeker, as well as our Ultra Ball, and we're rocking. So next turn, our plan / our hope is to do a manual attachment of the DCE to our other Mewtwo, and then we might do an Ultra Ball to Mega Evolve, or we might still wait. Anything they bring out, we're going to be able to KO. So we'll probably actually continue waiting. We'll do the attachment, and that'll be it. Okay, they bring down another Volcanion, and they miss an Elixir this time. That's obviously good for us. It's helpful because it keeps them from being able to do an Elixir and a manual attachment. So we'll see how they play. I think the play here is for them to manually attach somewhere. I'm not sure whether it's better to go onto one of the ones that has an energy or not, and then they want a power heater as well. I think probably go ahead. Well, no. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because we have the 4 energies. So they should manually attach to one of the already energized Volcanions, then power heater, so that they have a 2-3 split. Looking to manually attach again the following turn. Now, if they only have 1 energy in hand, ooh, what? Okay, so Lysandre, and we just KO one of the EXs. Wow. Did they disconnect or something? Okay. They timed out. They were thinking too long, I guess, or got distracted. This was clearly going to be a win for us either way, because there was nothing they could do to get at an attacker fast enough. So we'll go ahead and click done, and with that we'll wrap up the video for today. Hopefully it was fun, entertaining, educational maybe, I don't know. In any case though, I will see you next time.